So I finally felt like I belonged winter quarter after I crossed. Coming from a transfer school, you kind of just go to school, go to class, you know, and then just about. And I had like this little system where I'd only park closest to the farthest, or park closest to my last class. I can just literally leave. But after joining PSP, I finally walk around campus and I kind of know people, and it's easier to say hi. And I can't believe I went through a whole year without knowing anyone. I probably only knew 2 people, and one person was only because they were from my business class. And you know, winter quarter, Big and I would have lunch together every Tuesday, Thursday, and that's just really nice that I actually had someone to sit down and talk to and had time to spend with. And I wouldn't have met my Big or met anyone here if it wasn't for PSP.
Okay. I think the first time that I really felt included within Phi Sigma Pi was actually the first Rush event that I went out to. It was a barbecue at Will's house, and the first person to greet me and give me a huge hug was actually the person who ended up being my Big, Brittany. But at that event, there was just people that just wanted to know me, and not know me on a surface level, but actually get to know me as a person. And I didn't have that sense of community at Riverside prior to that, and so I left that day feeling like I had 20 plus new friends. And so ever since then, I've definitely felt like Phi Sigma Pi has been warm and welcoming and open, and that's the reason why I came back out after that, and that's the reason why I'm still involved today.
Beginning during the info session, when I first came in, I was greeted with so much love and treated like I had already known these people. They were so excited to see me, and they just made me feel so welcome. I knew that this organization was something I wanted to be a part of, and ever since then, just the time that we spent together, it became something I wanted to do more than just being mandatory events or meetings. I actually looked forward to seeing these people, but what really hit me recently that made me realize this is where I was supposed to be, what organization I was supposed to be a part of, was actually this quarter. A couple weeks ago, whenever I was thinking about graduation and realizing how sad I was that I was graduating, and I was wondering why I was so sad, and I realized that PSP is the reason I'm so sad to graduate. I'm so sad to leave these people, not have to see them every week, not have those midnight Taco Bell runs, and going to the spot every week. That's whenever I realized that PSP is such a big part of my life, and it's just made such an impact on me. So that's what I
Okay. So the first time I felt like I was fully a member and a brother of Phi Sigma Pi was our Ada crossing party. Whoop whoop, Adas. So as initiates, you go through the process and you feel like you're trying to get into an organization, which is great and stuff because you get to know everyone. But once you cross and you get to hang out with the brothers, like they really are able to let loose and not really have to keep as a professional, like as much of a professional face in front of you, which is nice because not everyone can be professional all the time. So our crossing party was definitely one of my favorite moments as well, because I got to feel like I was part of PSP. I mean, when one of you, like Jesus, you know, does a spread and photo, you're officially a member. So yeah, that was my the first time I felt like a brother is at crossing, and also the multiple spread and photos with every member in Phi Sigma Pi.
Actually, my best memory was when I was actually rushing with Alexis and Jesus and Stephanie, the other Delta people. And so we were in a committee, and I remember every time we were driving off to do something, that we had the motto by Drake coming on, and that was the first time I really bonded with PSP, and it just really stuck with me the whole time. Every time I hear the song, it just reminds me of the brotherhood here and how it just started that way. It was probably the best memory I've ever had.
Alright, so my favorite memory from Phi Sigma Pi is regionals from last year when we hosted it, because my class crossed the perfect timing, and since we were able to host it, and I didn't know the brothers that well. Regionals helped me like get to know the brothers well, and we got to make like that whole brotherhood aspect of it, and fellowship and scholarship, of course. But yeah, regionals has got to be like one of my favorite memories here at Phi Sigma Pi.
Cool. That's really good.
So my favorite memory was my crossing. You know, Biggie really made it the best crossing ever. She handed me the box and was like, "This is a box of love for you," and I thought that was adorable, and I won't forget it. And I love our bracelets. I love everything about having a big in general. So, the crossing was definitely my favorite, and then also was my crossing of my little. I hope you love PSP the way as much as I have, and I wish I could spend more time with you. I'm really sorry about that, but I'll definitely be back just for you.
So my top memories, it's multiple because I can't choose just one. So the first one would probably go together. Getting into my family, Lux is a great memory. Getting my big Frank and Miss Frank. That was super exciting when he turned around and we had our matching mustaches. I was so excited. I knew like I really wanted to bring his my big ever since I first met him. He was super chill and we just got along so well. That was such a great memory. And then getting my little, I will never forget that. I remember just waiting in the front yard, super excited, not being able to wait till she saw my matching sock. I just remember her like running over and then her being the first one and looking at all the socks, and she got so excited when she saw that I had the matching one. It was such a great memory. I just remember her face, and how excited I was. I knew like from that moment on we would have such a great bond, and we've only been together for a few quarters, but it's so crazy how close we've gotten and the bond that we have, made together. It's amazing. So that's definitely my top. Also, my theta dates. Guppy Tea House, definitely after banquet last year would be my top. It was just so fun, getting to spend that time together and sharing our most embarrassing stories and taking shots together. It wasn't alcohol, but it was cool too. So that was so fun. I definitely remember that it was just I remember it like it was just yesterday. I'm definitely gonna miss that memory. And also Vegas with everybody. That was so fun. That was my first time going with people other than my sister, other than my family. So being able to spend it with friends was so fun. I haven't forgotten any moment of that trip. And those are my best memories.
Cool. And go.
Okay, some of my favorite memories within Phi Sigma Pi. When I thought about it, would definitely have to be inductions. Starting with my own induction, becoming an official brother of Phi Sigma Pi, putting on the letters for the very first time was a very, very just such a rewarding experience. I was so excited to put on the tank, put on the letters, take photos with my big and my twin. But after that, after my own induction, it's such, I guess, a nice feeling officially welcoming people in as brothers and really teaching them the handshake, giving them their pins, taking photos, and just having everybody celebrate the fact that we're all brothers and we're all here together. And same thing with initiation, just seeing how excited people are to go through the process and actually be welcomed into the fraternity. And I've always just really enjoyed both ceremonies, and everybody's just generally so excited, so happy, and just so collectively together for those events. And so those have definitely been some of my favorite memories. We're talking less professional?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because we did that last year.
I think one of my favorite less professional memories were definitely just the collective parties during my second year. And one in particular I will never forget. I was driving around town and I had Jesus, Maya, and Julie in my car. And I remember Thrift Shop came on by Macklemore. It was Maya's favorite song my second year. And so Maya proceeds to just roll down the windows and just start like screaming Thrift Shop at the top of her lungs. And this was like a regular Friday night occurrence, but I think that's when everybody really just loses the professionalism and just are as people, basically. And I really like that experience of just seeing people outside of school, outside of professionalism, and just really just having a good time together. And that's really when a lot of the social bonds have been formed. Also, my favorite, another one, is my first time seeing Brian Medina drink a beer. Definitely a lot of fun. Yes, love you, Brian Medina.
Yeah,
I will miss
Brian.
you incredibly. Delta class for life. You were the last one with me, but yes, your first beer was one of my favorite experiences. And Parth, your first tequila shots were another one of my proudest moments.
PSP has impacted me in so many ways, and such positive ways in so many different aspects. First, it's made me a better person in a lot of different areas. I feel like my leadership skills have grown so much. My professionalism, just being around the people in PSP makes me want to be a better person, makes me want to do more. Hearing about everything that everybody's accomplishing and all the hard work they're putting in makes me want to